Hey guys, J-Dub here. So today is the day of two videos, which I don't think I've done one time, but it was an update video. Um, this is going to be a little bit more in depth of a video. The reason being is because there's a couple of pieces to it, and it may not work for every application of vehicle. This is going to be for the Dodge Neon and any other vehicle I would think that uses one bulb for like three different jobs to say. Okay, so what I'm basically saying is I want to change out the blinkers to LED lights. In order to do this, you have to replace the blinker flasher relay. You have to get one that is designed to do LEDs. The reason behind this is that it apparently, the way the incandescent bulbs work, when you hit the turn signal flasher, the relay is designed for like to take the load of a incandescent bulb, where the LEDs don't draw hardly any power. So apparently the relay doesn't know what to do, so you get the hyper flashing, a really sporadic flashing of the blinkers. So hopefully we're going to eliminate that problem today. I'm not sure. It worked in my DeLorean. I don't know if it's going to work in the Neon or not. But let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you guys what you got to do here. Okay, guys, so basically what we're going to be doing is the Dodge Neon tail lamp is basically housed to do two different bulbs. You have a reverse bulb, which is here, which needs to be replaced, but I don't have the correct bulb size today, so I'm not going to be able to change that. And I'm not even sure if it's a bulb problem. It might actually be a reverse switch problem, so we'll get more into that one on another video. But today we're dealing with the tail lamps. Okay, so basically with the tail lamps, one bulb, which is the center bulb here, houses three different jobs. It has three different jobs it has to do. It is the tail lamp, which is what it's doing, what is just stand pat. It is the blinker for either side when you make a turn, and technically hazard lights as well. And it's also the brake lights. So you got to have a relay flasher that is able to handle the low load on the electrical system. So I do have that. So let's check that out. Okay, so basically we have three things going on here. We have what this is. This is the relay, okay? This is designed to actually be able to take the low load of the electrical on the blinkers to make them blink like normal, not hyper flashing. And I will show you the hyper flashing here in just a minute so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we also have these are 370, these are 3157Rs. The R basically stands for the color. These are red. Okay, these are going to be my tail lights. Now these are from Sylvania, and because I'm an idiot, and when I bought the front amber lights from Super Bright LEDs, it occurred to me that basically I did not order ones for the rear. And you have to order, if you're going to do the flashers you can't just do the tail lamp. You have to do everything here, simply because if you don't do one but the other, you'll still get the hyper flashing because you still have incandescent bulbs operating the blinkers. So I ordered two of these. I ordered this from superbrightled.com too, and I had good luck with them so far in my DeLorean, so that's why I ordered them. They're not the most expensive, but they're not the cheapest either. They seem like pretty decent products. We'll find out over time. And then we have the Sylvanias, which this is the Sylvania, quite a bit different than the Ambers up front, but I think it's going to basically do the same thing. You can see the LED bulbs are there, and I think they specifically do this. Once again, it's a way to reflect the light for a 360 style light. Whereas with the incandescent bulbs, you know, the incandescent bulbs are just the incandescent bulbs. They're 360. They're like any other standard bulbs. So these weren't bad. These were working just fine. So like I said, but they get really hot. Like I had these on for about 2 minutes and you could barely touch it because it was getting so hot. These will run much cooler, and I think that'll be good for the housing in the long run. Also, it's taking way less power off the draw, which is putting less power through the electrical connector in the steering column, which you're actually going to probably see here in a bit. And I have a video on this, but my theory is, once again, if I switch all the bulbs out to LED, then it will create much less heat on the wiring harness, therefore not ending up melting the wiring harness. I don't know if this is going to work, but I figure what the hell, it's worth a try, and it's good content for people that want to know how to switch out to LEDs. So we're going to go ahead and install this in the tail lamp first, and I'm going to show you the hyper flashing and just how much brighter these are compared to the incandescent. So hold tight. Okay guys, this is the left tail lamp, and it has the LED bulb installed. Now this is the brake light, which is really bright actually. I'm really happy with how bright it is. And that looks great. Here is the incandescent. Now I'm not sure if you'll be able to notice it on camera, but the incandescent is just a smidge dimmer than, of course, the LED one, and I'm really happy with that. Like I said on my last video, brighter brakes, in my opinion, makes you able to be seen better, which in turn makes it, you know, safer. Now I'm going to show you what happens with I'm going to put the parking lights on, and then I'm going to show you what happens when you put the flashers on and the hyper flashing. So hold on. Okay, once again, I'm not sure if it's going to come across very well on camera, but this is the LED bulb with just the standard parking light. Okay, now that's the incandescent. In my opinion, the LED is much brighter. I don't know if it's going to come through on camera, but I really like how much brighter that is. Now I'll show you the hyper flashing. Okay, so this is the hyper flashing that I was talking about, guys. This is what the LED will do if you do not have an LED flasher. Now, some people may not care. Me personally, that would annoy the ever piss out of me. So that's basically what it looks like, okay? So we need to put the LED relay in so that doesn't happen. So hopefully this will work, and we'll get to work on that here in a second. All right, guys, so here we go. This is the bottom of the steering column here, and you'll see there's two holes there and there. There are Phillips head screws in these holes. So what you want to do is you want to make sure, just like that, okay, get yourself a Phillips head screwdriver like that, and just go on up in there, feel around until you get a bite on it and pull it out. Okay guys, so we have the screws out. Now we're going to pull this out. You just got to kind of jiggle it a little bit from the back there, and there we go. All right, so while I'm in here, I'm going to check a few things. Okay, I'm going to check the big things. I'm going to check is the I'm going to get that piece of leaf out of there. What the hell? Crazy. All right, I'm going to check the this should be the relay right here. Okay, okay, so that is the relay. Okay, I pulled that out in a way so I can line these up for sure the way they're supposed to go. Now this looks pretty similar. This is actually just a smidge more compact. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and say it only goes in one way, but we're gonna install that now in here. All right. It's gonna be hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Hold on. Okay, guys, so it's in there. Sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't find the pins while at the same time holding the camera. Basically, what you're gonna do at this point, you're just going to basically line up the pins and press it in there firmly and carefully, and hopefully that'll fix our problem. I'm also gonna go ahead and check while I'm in here the connector, which looks pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see it really. It's kind of buried back there, but I can get a good look here, and it doesn't look too bad right now. So we're just going to keep that the way it is right now, and we'll go from there. So onward. Look at that. Now we have a normal blinking blinker, okay? So that is basically the main thing you got to do. We also need to change out the front amber, so we're going to do that here in just a minute, and we're also going to switch out the other side. So be back with you in just a second. Okay guys, so this is the front turn signal housing, and what I probably should have mentioned during when I was talking about the bulbs, you have to get an amber bulb. when you do these LEDs. You can't do a cool white or a warm white or a red or anything like that. It has to be amber because the housing is clear. So the only amber you're getting, which to stay legal, at least in the state of Ohio for that matter, you have to have an amber bulb installed. So that's why when I got the LEDs, I made sure they were amber. Now to get this out, we go right back here on this side. There's a red clip. Okay. Get the red clip pulled right there. And then once it's out, you should be able to pull on that harness. There you go. Hey guys, I just want to apologize. I'm an idiot. You don't have to remove the harness to replace the bulb. You just have to twist counterclockwise and pull out. Just be careful with the bulb. All right, so let's take a look at the bulb and let's take a look at our replacement. All right, so we can see here that these are pretty damn similar. The other bulb might just be a smidge taller, actually, so this should fit. You have to be careful when you're ordering the LEDs to make sure that a lot of times these things are bigger than the bulbs that are coming out, so you got to be careful, make sure you get the right size bulb for length and width and all that to make sure it's going to fit inside your housing. So let's install this and see what we got. Okay guys, so here you go. This is installed right here, and I'm going to shut the garage door real quick, and let's see how it looks when it's on and flashing. Alright guys, so this is actually installed, and that thing is super bright. I like it. Here's the incandescent. I don't know if it's coming through on camera, but it is much more dim. Okay, so if you can kind of get a comparison to the two, that's how much brighter the LED is. Alright, now let's try it with the flashers on. Alright, there we go. That is with the flashers on. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a better comparison. Let's put the hazards on so you can see the difference between the left and the right turn signal. Apparently it won't let me do that. I'm wondering if it's because the other side is incandescent or not. I don't know. But anyway, this is really nice, guys. I'm really happy with how this looks. So basically now, I'm going to switch out the other side on the front, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do this in the back of the car as well. I pulled the housing out, but I didn't actually show you what you had to do. So we'll do that here in a second. All right, guys, so the left side's installed. Just want to make a quick note here. The AC is kind of in the way of the bulb housing right there. So you might need to finagle it a little bit to get to it. Okay, it should be right there. So yeah, just a little bit of finagling, but it's installed and it works. And now onto the tail lamps. Okay guys, so this is the right side turn signal / brake light / parking light. And so now I'm going to show you how to basically change out the bulb. Now I will admit, the hold on a second here. This is the main bulb right here. Back there is the reverse light. And once again, I'll get more into that later, but that reverse light's kind of a pain in the butt. So we're just going to pull this, twist it counterclockwise, pull the bulb. All right. Man, see, that thing's still kind of, whoo, hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, so now we're going to grab our other red Sylvania bulb here, and we'll install that. See how that does. All right, let's see if we're right. All right, guys, so this is the parking light, and we are correct. So we're going to go ahead and put that back in there like that. Okay. Get it lined up in the thing, twist it clockwise, make sure it's tight, the seal's tight, and bam! We have now converted all the blinkers, short of the dash, of course, to LED. All right, not a bad day here, guys. So let's see how it does with the brake lights now. Yes, much brighter, much nicer. All right, so That is looking really good. Let's see the flashers working now. Power's got to be on for the flashers. The left is working. And the right is working. Beautiful. All right. That makes me really happy, guys. I'm really excited that that's going to work. Now let's try this hazard light again. Let's see if that was a problem. Now, see, I'm getting a sound from there. I'll have to do more research on that. I'm not sure exactly why the hazard switch wouldn't work as well. It might be a problem with the actual multifunction switch. So we'll just have to wait and see. Anywho, I think that's going to be all for the video, guys. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's everything I need to go over. It's pretty simple, guys. It's changing out light bulbs, but those are the locations of the bulbs. And if you want to switch it out to LED to have less draw in your car / have a brighter bulb, you have to change out the blinker relay, okay, with an LED compatible one. Really not a difficult job. I've been out here for about 35-40 minutes, enough for the bug to take a nap. So like I said, I mean, but if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If anybody knows what's going on with those hazard lights, let me know. I have a funny feeling it's something to do with the multi-function switch. I covered that in another video. I might actually be revisiting that here soon. I don't know. But I'm going to get this last tail lamp assembly installed, and then I'm going to go about my way. And like I said, I hope to get another video out for you guys that will that'll basically be about the reverse lights and maybe a reverse switch, which, if that's the problem, I don't know. I'll find out when I get the bulbs, and if I need the part, then I will, and I'll film that video as well. But I've been really trying to get you guys more and more videos, and I'm really happy to say that so far we've had about 5 out, and that's awesome, guys. Not even February yet, and I got 5 videos out. That's never happened before. So like I said, if you have any comments that you want to say, like I said, I'm human. I mess up. If you guys know something I don't know, or you know something you saw that I didn't see, please leave me a comment down below. If you're not, please like the video. It helps me out, and I appreciate all the support. All you guys are awesome. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you next video.